On casse tête tourner pour nous redémarrer. Faut que nous si nous gon seul chemin, nous pas qu'à débrailler. Si nous gardons devant glace, ouais nous c'est votre. Il faut n'en qu'il place pour moi qu'à soulager. Nous c'est qu'à pris même race, donc ça va désolé. La chambre est même basse, pour les noms même j'y fais. Si nous pas mettez main, pour nous rebattre la carte. Pour nous combattre des mains, donne pas suspendre combattre. Séance on a débat. Nous mettons dans bouteille, l'esprit toujours en deuil. Nous pitons aussi mes foudres, tant pour nous croiser les coudes. N'a pas fait couille monter, même l'aide pas qu'à manger. On nous réconcilier, on fait place pour bon Dieu. Dans l'autre bord de l'eau, et depuis les brancos, on suspend j'étais de l'eau, suspend by counan d'eau, relais go vinant d'eau, à peine marcher pas d'eau. On nous change ça, on change ça, on nous range ça, faut mettre pour dire non ça.
My name is Paul, and the Bible teaches me that I am a sinner saved by the grace of God. A couple of months ago, I was contacted by Matt Ayers of Emmaus Seminary in Haiti. I was asked if I was available to come to Haiti and teach a 2-week class at the seminary. I was honored to be asked, and after checking my schedule and with our church council, agreed to go. So on April 18th, I and Kathleen, who agreed to go with me, left for Haiti. I was scheduled to teach a class on discipleship. Kathleen did wonder what she would be doing during those 2 weeks. As it turned out, upon our arrival, a need arose at the seminary for someone to teach first and second year English, to which Kathleen, with just a little bit of encouragement, agreed to do.
Donne pas suspendre combattre. Séance on a débat. Nous mettons dans bouteille, l'esprit toujours en deuil. Nous pitons aussi mes foudres, tant pour nous croiser les coudes. N'a pas fait couille monter, même l'aide pas qu'à manger. On nous réconcilier, on fait place pour bon Dieu.
Ça a toujours été un cantique dans moi jodia, c'est encore c'est pour Jésus.
Daddy.
I am Eli. I'm a teacher. I work here since 1988. I have 22 years old.
Very good.
I'm a teacher in this school. I'm a pastor. I work with the Western Church. I have 5 children.
Oh, very good.
The beautiful woman.
Excellent.
And also, well, it's always a pleasure for me when I chance to the foreign teacher come here to assist his class. That reason I asked you if I can follow your class.
You're more welcome anytime.
Okay, thank you very much.
And I will get you an extra book too.
Okay.
All right, very good. And can you introduce yourself?
Yes,
Your
I'm
name?
Rochelle Hoobley. This is my husband, John, and my
Okay.
children are inside.
And
Jacob
they're inside.
And Josephine, and we took a ride today for the
Okay.
first time off of the compound.
Excellent, excellent.
Yes. We farm from April, well, it'll be May this year, until November, and then we come into Haiti after that.
Wow. How did you first feel led to come here? I mean, what's the story behind that?
John, in 2003, came on a mission trip in March. We had planned in 2002, our pastor had gone, came back to the other compound, did some work here, and John says, when you go back again, I want to go. And so it was in 2003, March of 2003, that he came, and he prayed here. How could the Lord use us? And he felt through a sermon from one of his pastors on the team, asking, as Moses had to put down the staff, and it came a serpent, and then he had to pick it. Once he picked it up, it became the Lord's staff, and he used that to help perform many miracles for his name. John says, what am I holding on to that I need to let go of in order to pick up what God has for me? So he started praying that prayer, and he felt the Spirit of the Lord telling him that our family would return. And I was praying at home for the Lord to speak to him while he was here. I usually ask for a sign on many different times if I need to know the Lord's specific direction, but I said this time speak to him. We just came out of a year of drought for the farm, so we were really trying to figure out what transition we were going to make, how were we going to cover our debt, the things that went along with the farming, and so I just asked the Lord to speak to him here. And I in no way thought that meant the whole family returned to Haiti, but he gave me an answer to my prayer.
My name is Vilmer Paul, and I'm working in the seminary as responsible of academic affairs, and I'm there to scheduled professors, and I'm planning how to have teachers and when they're supposed to teach and which courses they're supposed to teach, and I'm there also to give the student their notes from the teachers after a session, and I'm there to just to arrange it to arrange academic thing.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
And also, what do you do outside of the seminary?
Outside the seminary, I'm a pastor of a church of 400 to 500 people in the town, and I have several kind of ministries in that church, like preaching and writing material for Sunday school for several churches. I have a material that more than 100 churches serve with to educate the lay people in the churches.
My name is Beloni.
Okay, and let's see, you were a student here last year? You graduated?
Yeah, I'm a graduate.
Excellent, excellent. And what are you doing now?
But now I make some supervision and the student works.
Ah.
And I work in the library.
Oh.
And sometimes I translate for the teachers.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. God has blessed you in a special way.
Yeah, I know that. And
Yeah.
sometimes we have a evangelism group too, that we go around this area each Tuesday and Thursday, and we have a Bible study to those who accept Christ on Monday and Wednesday. For example, today we will go to teach.
Haiti is only 90 miles southeast of Cuba, in the warm waters of the Caribbean. It is the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere. 2/3 of the labor force does not have formal jobs. The people of Haiti live in abject poverty, with many earning in a year what one family in America earns in less than 1 week. The average life expectancy among the nation's 9 million people is 58 years, with an infant mortality rate that's 10 times greater than that which is in the United States. Only 1 out of 2 people can read. And it's not uncommon for 8 people to live under one roof in a block structure that measures a mere 12 by 12 feet. And to add to the daily struggles of life for the Haitian people, on January 12th of this year, a 7.0 magnitude earthquake struck Haiti and devastated the capital city, Port-au-Prince. It is reported that more than 150,000 people were killed and buried later in mass graves. The people of Haiti understand the meaning of heartache every day of their existence. But there is always hope when the message of God's love comes. Too long, Haiti has been under the bondage of voodoo, witchcraft, a recognition of the power of Satan. But the message of the person and work of Jesus Christ continues to be poured into the country person by person, and one by one lives are being transformed. And one day, there is hope that the nation will also be transformed by the very people who've come to know Christ as their Lord and Savior.
We want to challenge you to respond to a call. We strongly believe that it's clear throughout Scripture that Christ calls us all to a task, even if that's to be a prayer warrior, if that's to give your time and to give your skills. We want to challenge you to respond to your call, not just in how it relates to ministry overseas, like in Haiti, but how it relates there in your church and how it relates there in your workplace and there in your home. What is God calling you to? And we want to encourage you to have enough faith that when he says that what it is to follow him is to take up your cross, and to those who want to save their life must be willing to lose it, and that dying to ourselves and dying for the cause of Christ comes paired with the promise that he has the capacity to resurrect us. And so we challenge you to be willing to sacrifice yourself out of love for the cause of Christ, no matter where you are, and respond to the call in his life with regard to how it fits and how he's gifted you for ministry, and trust him that he can bring you to life and those around you.